虫けらが神を見ようとはね。
律令チョック
虫けらが
諸行無常、先鋒開け、権限せよ。一休みしたいわ。やりなさい。くだらない。
七葉のもと生きながら会えるのは僕だけだ。
律令チョック呪言
天気進化すゆっ
生々ルテン。
チョック律令
初走浄化。
や諸行無常。
チョック律令呪言
天気
もっと早く。
重圧昇格。そんなはず。
姿を残さんチョック
行け。
行くぞ炭になるがいい。
ティータイムの余興よ。
僕はまだ。
Oh, you swap what I was expecting to.
またスネージナヤパレスに戻れってお達し。はあ、どうしてしょっちゅう集まりがあるのかしら。そろそろお茶会でも開こうかしら。みんな空いているといいのだけれど。 またスネージナヤパレスに戻れってお達し？はあ、どうしてしょっちゅう集まりがあるのかしら。そろそろお茶会でも開こうかしら。みんな空いているといいのだけれど。
Okay, sorry about that. Just busy day.
どうさどうさ
Yeah, her AoEs are pretty good. Mostly because she doesn't move while doing it, which makes it easy to actually like break rocks because you can just go right up to the rock and then just like smash it.
呪言律
万代をもって
流呪言
葬り去りましょう。
か聞きたまえここにてね
これがカイザ。
一休みしたいわ
この目で属性を見届けましょう。見切りました。
諸行無常
神道の権限律令直。
くだらない
永遠はなかったのですね。
星と深淵
Ah, shit. Yeah, so 4 hours and 30 minutes. Well, I can't log in at that time because I'm going to be busy, I think. Shit, that's kind of annoying. How many long-term points do I have? Just the one? Wait, how many do I need? Do I just need one? Or is
星
that...
と深淵無事今日の依頼
Oh, okay, so it's one per day. Okay, I didn't know if it was... You needed 1 point per daily you complete. So I wasn't quite sure about that. Anyway. Okay, let's swap back to an actual team. That was just my friendship team. And of course, makes sense to go for the Glimmer. The Stellar Glimmer.
この同点も 同点についての ついてきてくだらないついてきてくだらない一休みしたいわ
Okay, let's see what's involved with this hunting down. They said it was like you have to also be stealth, so that's going to be kind of interesting. But, oh wow, what the hell is that? Is that in the sky? Or is that the thing that they're preparing? Can I, like, fall off? No, I cannot. Okay. Is the thing in the sky the thing they're preparing against Celestia?
待て
I do remember the stealth section for... Who was it? There was a stealth section which really sucked. And we were supposed to use... Basically, we were supposed to, like, freeze and assassinate them. It was using Lowen. Was it Lowen's character quest? I think that must have been Lowen's character quest then. But yeah, that stealth just sucks so much. Because yeah, there was just like so many of them, and the idea was like you just have to keep going. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so this does pause. I use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry that took so long. Let me have okay, let's do the shit. Okay, so good possible. Where are we going?
こっちだ。建物の上から行こ
Like if we knew, I think I've been here before too. Oh, it's gonna teleport. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's fine then. I don't mind a little bit of stealth. I just the one for Lohan one was really annoying because it was the kind of thing where you had to kill them all without being noticed. To get noticed by any one of them, and there's like 12 to 15, then you have to start over again.
う。やっぱりここ
And
にあったな。
it would just take a while because you're,
本物のリ
and
ス
the
トは
idea is
ど
that
れか
you
確
would
認してる
actually
から
get seen,
知識
but you
を
could
手に
freeze
していきた
them.
い
So the idea is you froze them and then killed them. So while they're frozen, they can't catch you. However, you also have to make sure that no one else saw you. So while you're in the process of killing one, you don't get messed up by another.
すりたてのように綺麗な状態だ。下心のあるやつい、あ、証拠としては十分だ。トゥガリンはかなり頼れる猟犬だから、ウサギ狩りはこい。
Oh, am I actually going to control him or something? Oh, there's a little square around him. Maybe not. Maybe I'm stuck here and I just gotta. Oh no, there we go. That is cool though, because so it's like it's radiating energy like that we normally humans can't see, right? Humans can't see this shit. So it is kind of cool that the dog has like special senses. Uh-oh. Why? Oh, actually, I guess it's not super crazy for this stuff to go into a home. Obviously, that's what this stuff is there for.
その匂いがするのは当たり前。
Yeah, exactly. That's probably it. Let's just activate this one though, just in case. Because basically, anyone that's going to a weird spot. Actually, this doesn't look like a home though, right? This looks like a warehouse. So this would be weird, right?
証拠を使う色でその匂いがす
Oh,
るのは
okay,
当
never
た
mind.
り
It's
前
a
だ。
stove. Okay. I don't know. Like they had the little awning thing, so I'm like, maybe this isn't an actual home. Oh, okay. Well, obviously this the suspicious bit. Well, unless obviously it continues.
逆に色がないのに匂うなら何かがおかしい。
So basically, I mean, I find this a little weird, right? So basically, Crystal was. Oh, I see. There's a door there. Got it. Because like, if it was stored there, like if someone just placed it there, like that's in plain sight. That would be really stupid.
やっぱり
But no. I guess if there is a trap
俺が見
door,
てくるからあんたは見張
yeah,
ってて
what he's smelling could be popping out of there.
いろいろ手配してくれてありがとう。はあ、生活はどんどん苦しくなるばかりだよ。
いやいや、気にしないでくれ。女皇陛下のための献身には全て意味がある。歯を食いしばって吹雪が過ぎるのを待てば、こんな苦しい日々もいつかは終わる。
他の奴らは知らないが、シシキン連絡官。あんたは苦しい日々なんか送ってないだろ
う。誰だ？突然な。
Yeah, like how much of an asshole do you have to be? When everyone's dying and freezing to death, you're still thinking only about yourself and how to make money.
ここにある箱は全部今回一緒に運ばれてきたやつだ。さ、なあシシキン。
私は知らないぞ。どうして
これらの証拠はすべてア両者からの通報を受けた後、多くは現在調査中で、ここにあるのはほんの一部。我々とスレトモロスクの町民との対立をいつも仲裁してくださるので。
まさかあんた
信じてたのに騙し私は。
It's also kind of weird. Like, what is the purpose of that, right? Because like, if he's maybe the supplier for the local markets, so that the idea was that the Fatui are selling at the quote unquote market rate, but the actual markets. So basically, because what the Fatui mentioned to them was like, hey, if we're not giving you enough, then you're just going to have to go to a local market to supplement what you're missing. And the complaint was, well, the local market is like 8 times what the market rate is, right? Which, I mean, I would think the Fatui should step in, right? If the fact that they're saying is that this is the market rate, if you have merchants selling for 8 times that amount, like, that's obviously dog shit, right? Like, the Fatui should step in as the police force to be like, yeah, you can't, like, we've established the market rate, right? And while, you can make a profit 8 times its worth, 8 times the market rate is clear dog shit, right? It's clear bullshit, right? So, they should have stepped in for that, for one. But 2, it's like, okay, so then maybe the idea is that this guy is the one selling to them, right? This guy is the one selling to the markets, for the ones that are selling for 8 times the market rate. It could be that he's hoarding them to sell to them. And maybe that's the point, is that this is a stockpile for the entire winter or something. That he's going to sell bit by bit to the merchants to make as much money. But again, it's just like, dude. Because it seems like the Fatui are showing up regularly, right? They're showing up every month to distribute these crystals. So if they're showing up every month, then why do you have such a humongous stockpile of it, right? Like... But I guess it's hard to tell. I mean, maybe while this might seem like a huge stockpile, it is actually only enough to cover the extra needs of everyone. Because maybe it's covering for everyone, right? They're assuming that everyone here is going to spend 8 times to get what they need to survive. And what he has, while it might seem like a lot, is actually, considering the population of the town, only enough to just kind of make up for that. What? Why are you apologizing? This is a one-time mistake. A one-time mistake where I continuously stockpiled for... Like, no. A one-time mistake is a small supply, right? One of those boxes worth, right? Where it's like, oh man, there's one shipment. I thought I could make a quick buff by pocketing one shipment. But like, dude, no. This is something you've done consistently for months. Fuck you.
幻冬計画によって至るところでエネルギーが不足していて、私はアラティル村という小さな村で生まれ育った。
Oh, I see.
そこは線路も通っていない村で、今は一切証拠が運び込まれて、あなたたちが証拠を変えないのと同じように、私も変えない。
If this is true, if this is true, then that's, I mean, while it's true, what he said is complete dog shit, right? Like, obviously what he did was an asshole thing. I wouldn't even admit my mistake, right? I wouldn't even say this is a one-time thing, I'll never do it again. It's like, if you're doing it to save these people, then presumably you would do it again, right? It's not like, oh, well, you've caught me, I guess I'm not going to save these people anymore. Like, I guess I'll leave them to die. It's like, well, if you were fine with leaving them to die, you probably wouldn't have done this in the first place. So this is what I would have opened with. I would have opened with, yes, I agree, it looks bad. It looks like I'm trying to screw you guys over. But actually, there's this other village that doesn't even get any stockpile of these crystals. And I'm stockpiling so that I can send them a winter's worth, right? So it's like, it's understandable, but it's also, I also want to double check,
父
right?
や母が心配で心配で、はあ、しかし私は本当に悪さを。スネージナヤが出した実際の限度額に沿って改めてその上で私の3ヶ月分の給料で証拠を取り寄せて皆さんに無料で差し上げる。
そこ。
謝ってくれればそれでいい。金をせびり取るつもりは
I
ない
mean,
よ。なんだか
the dude stole from you,
今
right?
まで世話になった
I would not take anything he says at face value, right? He is a criminal. What he did was illegal. What he did was morally wrong. Because it's like, sure, he's going to save these people, but it's like, yeah, he's saving these people by fucking over you people, right? You could argue, well, these guys are in a better position because they actually do get some crystal, whereas the ones elsewhere don't. But remember, he did try to fuck you over. This village might not exist. You know, the village might not exist. It might be defunct, right? Like, it might be that when they realized they weren't going to get crystal, they abandoned it, right? We could go there and it's like, oh yeah, this has been abandoned for years, right? For all we know, right? So believing him outright without any sort of verification is silly.
芝居はそこ。あんたの地下室に今回分の証拠しかないのは共犯がいるからだ。
町長の家の捜索が完了しました。やはり大量の証拠が入った箱が見つかり、
今回が初めてじゃないの。ずっとスレトモロスクの町長とグルだったんだろ。
Oh, okay, well, how the fuck do we know that?
運休中だ。今や駅が使われるのはエネルギー運搬列車が入る。作業員たちは町長が直々に手配した奴らだ。夜、地下道から証拠を町長の家へ運び込ませ、また別のルートからよそへ売りさばく。だが今は列車が使えない分運ぶ方法も限られてる。売りさばく。
まさか。
そんなこと何か証拠でもあるのか。
簡単だ。俺は吹雪の中。
車両？
列車の運行で消費するエネルギーは総重量と関係がある。今はどこもエネルギーが貴重だ。当然どの車両もクルース肉の炉で消費される証拠の量とあんたが提供した販売数、数が合わないってことにはすぐ気づく。1両分だったり2両分だったり。
こんな大雪の中外で張り込め。
狩人は
証拠は揃った。シシキンと町長をスネージナヤグラードへ連行しろ。
Well, also, like that, what he said right now is provable. So basically, these shipments come from Sneznaya. So Sneznaya knows how many they've sent out. They know how many they've sent out. Now, the issue, of course, is that these guys are logging what they're not going to cheat people out of, right? So they're saying, hey, 5 carriages came in. You know, if 5 carriages come in, right? 5 carriages worth of crystal comes in, but this dude logs 2, then he can show everybody, look, there's 2. You know, we distributed 2. You can check my ledger. My ledger shows that here's the 2 carriages worth of crystal. You know, lines up with what we got. Not realizing, with no one realizing, they actually just lied on that first initial shipment. That it's actually much lower than what they, or that it's actually lower than what they got. And so all they have to do is worry about distributing the new lower number. But Sneznaya should know, or at least the capital should know, how many they sent. And they're just assuming, but the thing is, obviously, the people here don't have those ledgers. They're just basing off of the local guys. Oh, the local guys picked up this much. So yeah, so they go to Snezograd and check it out. They go to Snezograd. Yeah, exactly. So basically, right? He's a complete piece of shit, and that's why you need to verify this stuff, right? He says there's this town. I would say, okay, well, we'll go check out that town then. We'll see if there are any people living there, and if you have any connection to them. It could be that he was actually doing that, right? It could be that he is an asshole, but he was also trying to help those people, right? So he wanted. I mean, it could be that it was his deal with the mayor, right? The mayor was like, hey, if you help me steal a shitload of crystal, I will help you get some of the additional crystal you're going to steal off to this location. So it could be that, yes, some part of his thing was true and he does want to help those people, but it also could be, it also could be he's complete full of shit, right? And if we go to the village he mentions, it could be long abandoned and he just made it up entirely. But again, it's like the dude has already proven himself an asshole. Oh, God damn it. The dude has already proven himself a liar, or dishonest, you could say. And he's already proven himself dishonest, so it's like, don't believe what he says.
ただの直感だ。俺は計算は苦手だから、親父に教わった通りやっただけ。
勇敢だな。協力に感謝する。
But that's also crazy too. Like, how many carriages are they getting, right? Like, I just said they were getting 5 carriages, and stealing 3 of 5 carriages would be more than half, which is obviously insane. So I assume they're not getting that little. I assume it's a huge amount, like maybe 10 carriages. But even still, like, I can't imagine a train would have more than 10 carriages. And so to steal 30%, 1/3 of the entire supply, and hope that no one notices is fucking insane. But presumably the Fatui also have his ledgers, right? The guy who, that guy's ledgers, the liaison's ledgers, to be like, oh yeah, we sold this amount. And for them, it's the kind of thing where like no one checks, right? No one checks the ledgers that they're given by him, and then compare them with the ledgers in Snezergrad. So the idea is that, yeah, they might even have the records of him stealing when they compare the amount sent with the ledgers you have on record. Assuming the Fatui actually do collect them, right? It could be that all they do is just do an on-site inspection, like look at the ledgers, look at the sales, and if everything looks good, they stamp it and leave it with them and leave, So if they don't actually if they don't bring the ledgers back of the sales and distribution to Snezergrad, it could be that's why no one noticed, is because they're just, they're just checked on site and stamped before leaving.
シシキンは実に狡猾だった。まさか我々の目の前でこんなことを。
あ、嘘がうまい。
同情を引くような芝居をしたのは、町長を隠すためでもあったのだろう。君が提供してくれた確かな手がかりがなかった。ア両者と言ったな。本当に。
I'm actually a little surprised too. It's like.
Actually,
wait, no, I guess Alicia, I don't know, Alyosha, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He might have already reasoned that it was the mayor, and so they might have sent their own Fatui agents to the mayor's house while this was going on as well.
ただ、このところ名を馳せる謎の組織ロコットにも表向きの身分で正体を隠し、それを利用して幻冬計画に対抗する行動や暴力組織というわけでもないし、動機も民衆の生活の。
I mean, this is kind of weird. Well, I guess no. I guess they call, because I thought Project Stuzo was just like, because the way they phrased it, they were like, oh yeah, like we need a ton of energy for what we're doing, right? And that's why we're restricting the amount of crystal that goes out to everybody. They made it seem like the plan to reduce energy consumption was called Project Stuza. But it really seems like it's not. It's actually the entire thing. The thing that is using the energy, as well as the plan to reduce costs. So I'm kind of curious if the thing in the sky is evidence of Project Stuza, right? If the thing in the sky is like where the energy is going to, like they're trying to create some sort of energy construct in the sky, some laser beam or tractor beam to pull down Snezmaya, maybe.
そうか。俺は町のことはよく知らない。ただ、町に出て余計なこと。俺はシシキンの野郎が気に食わなかっただけだ。俺もアラティル村出身だが。
Okay, got it. See, I so fucking called that. I called that from a mile away. I'm like, dude, don't believe him. Go to that village. Because my first thought is that if crystal is so important, right, that people can't even survive with even a little amount because they need it to heat, there's just no other fuel source, and they can't get the heat they need, then what are the odds that a village abandoned and not getting crystal would still stay there, right? Wouldn't the logical thing is that people would just leave? They'd be like, oh, well, if we're not going to be able to get any crystal, we need to go to a village that does get a supply, go to a bigger town, basically. Now, obviously, there are some people who will stay sometimes for, this is their home and they don't want to leave, but, so like the second he mentioned that they weren't getting crystal, I'm like, are there actually any people there, right? Like, yeah, because it's telling a half-truth, right? The truth part of it is crystal is no longer being sent there, right? That's the true part. The falsity is giving the impression that people actually still live there and they still need crystal, which does make more sense. So my thought was that it could be one of two things, right? He's colluding with the mayor so that he can get enough crystal to actually help these people, or he's colluding with the mayor because he's a piece of shit, right? Regardless, he's still kind of a piece of shit, just how many degrees of a piece of shit he is. So yeah. So he's a complete piece of shit, right? He just completely lied. And that was the thing, is like, no one's lived there for years. That's why I was like, yeah, if we went there, we could see that's no one. Are feathers? Oh, yeah. I'm in the new outfit. Well, that mean like the moon outfit. I was gonna say, like, our flowers look different, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the newer outfit. I'm looking forward to the next new outfit, because I actually liked the color scheme of our original outfit more. I like the white and blue more than brown. So like, that was the kind of sucky thing. Is like Aether started with the brown outfit. I'm like, I don't like brown. Brown looks ugly. I don't want it. So I'm like, okay, well, Lumine has the blue outfit. Sure, I'll pick that. And then it was like, oh, hey, basically now with the moon thing, we're now gonna swap, the color palette. So the idea is that our current outfits are the pair of each character's original outfit. So this female outfit is the pair for Aether's original outfit, and Aether's new outfit is a pair for Lumine's original outfit. So the color schemes match, right? So Aether's original outfit was brown and gold, and now our new outfit is brown and gold. Our old outfit was, white and blue-ish, and Aether's new outfit was white and blue. But we're also getting a new outfit with Naya as well, which is like dark blue, and I'm like, cool. Actually, blue is my favorite color, so cool. I'll definitely be wearing that outfit the second I get it. The only problem is it's like more of a uniform. So it's like a button-up shirt and slacks. So it's not super, cute or pretty or anything like that. But I do like the color palette more. So we'll see how it looks.
私も君と同じで小さい頃からさ。
That's also kind of weird. Well, I guess it makes sense. Usually you don't have local... Like, if you already are sending the Fatui to deliver the shipment, why don't you just have them do everything? Like, I get it, right? Like, obviously, if you just have them deliver the shipment, you only need basically a certain number just to guard the shipment, and then you can rely on the local agents to handle all the distribution and all that shit. So you need less people, basically. Whereas if you're going to handle distribution as well, you need people to distribute it, you need a bookkeeper, you need to monitor the shit. Realistically, for such a vital resource, you should definitely have that for every like if you're asking everyone to buckle down and reduce their energy consumption, like, you really should have the oversight to make, because like clearly they're pinching down that they really need this energy, right? So then why are you half-assing it with the protection, right? Why are you half-assing it and not why are you half-assing it and not properly like distributing it as well, just to make sure. Because like, it's not simply like there's two reasons for this, right? One, just to stop exactly what happened, corruption and embezzlement, but two, to keep a live, accurate count of how much energy is actually being used, right? Because if you're able to come here and there are some deaths, right? Like, let's say there was like a, 2 or 3 families that had a lot of old, or maybe like everyone had a bunch of old people and the old people die, right? So now they need less energy. Well, if you're really trying to penny pinch energy, you should see this and be like, oh, okay, cool, you have less people, okay, we're going to budget you less energy because of that, right? So, like, there's a practical reason to keep it, to do this yourself. Because obviously you can't really trust these people. This is a life and death situation for them. It's like, it's in their own best interest to, keep as much energy as they can so that they can survive. And, while morals and patriotism is all well and good, you'll often find that when, doing the right thing morally or doing the right thing patriotically, if that flies in the face of your own personal survival, a lot of people will just be like, fuck that, I gotta look out for myself, Not obviously not all the time, but like, this is when you're going to have people, like, when it's a life and death situation, that's when you'll see people act their worst. Because, morality is just thrown out the window. And it's kind of the same for here, right? Like, they will, if they know they're going to die with the current energy, then you're going to start to see stealing and other behavior like that. And especially something as silly as lying on the census, right? It's like, yeah, our families, we still have a family of 5. We need this many crystal. When, like, maybe, your grandfather died, like, a month ago. You've already buried him and said farewell, but you're still lying on the census saying, yeah, he's still alive, just so you can get so you can get that one extra portion of crystal, right? It's super easy to do, right? It's not real, like, it's not like you're, like, robbing people or whatever. So it's like shit like that's going to happen. So that's why it's best to make sure that the people who are rationing it out are in charge of every part of the process. Now, this will obviously still won't eliminate all corruption, because obviously if the police themselves are corrupt, then what can you do? Because basically the idea is that if whoever's in charge of it is corrupt, there's the problem. So in this case, it was the local people, but it could just as easily have been the police who were corrupt and, stealing crystal for themselves to sell to other locations, And, the idea that you can get rid of corruption completely is just, nonsensical.
帰る前に寄り道に付き合ってくれ。この証拠をある老人に届けに行く。
ついてきて。一休みしたいわ。
ちょっと待っててくれ。ばあさんは。
I mean, why would we have to wait then, right? If she doesn't know who's who, then it won't really matter if we show up, because she won't know us anyway.
ばあさん。両者。今日、暖炉の灰を掃除して、分厚い布団に変えて、背中を拭い。
思い出せないね。坊や、せっかく帰ってきたんだから、
休んでてくれ。俺は平気だ。
Kind of curious if is she his actual grandmother? And she's just has Alzheimer's and just doesn't remember, or is he just helping out, and he's being mistaken as her grandson? I kind of think it's just him helping out, and she just mistakes him as her grandson. Maybe her grandson's dead. Maybe he knows. Maybe her grandson is his friend, and his friend is like elsewhere, or has died himself, and so basically he decided, well, I'm going to help I'm gonna help out my friend's grandmother, and is just mistaken for him because of her, condition.
たくあんたったらもっと顔を店に帰ってきなさいな。ほらこっちに座りなさい。
あんたは休んでてくれ。俺がやる。
入り口のカゴの下だよ。それか。
Also, the fruit? The fruit! It's a frozen wasteland. Where the fuck are you getting fruit? Are they like rotten or something? Oh, I see. Like the, I guess preserved fruit, I guess that. Or is this like long rotten? Yeah, I don't know if he's eating from those jars. He looked like he was in front of like a bowl of some sort. And I was thinking maybe the bowl was all like rotting. Like maybe there was fruit there, but she forgot about it and it's just rotted. So you see that little like purplish bowl? So like... Yeah. Well, I mean, fresh fruit is hard to... Like, who the fuck is selling fresh fruit? Like, the price of that has got to be greater than the fucking crystals. Like, where are you going to grow fruit? Like, first of all, like, fruit doesn't grow in the winter anyway. You know? It grows during the non-winter months. So that makes this place that is a perpetual winter mean that it's going to be very, very unlikely to have fruit. Unless it's purely importing, but then who's going to import fruit into a random place? You know? But yeah, like you can make a shitload of money, but it'll also be insanely expensive. Ah, okay. Holding a bag of long spoiled berries. Yep. I call it. Yeah, so it had long since rotted. Okay. Which does beg the question, though, because, like, if she had them, right, wouldn't she have offered them to him before? Like, wouldn't he have noticed these berries before? Wouldn't she have, unless, because, like, if they've long since spoiled, then that means they've been around for a while. But if she was like, hey, I have some fruit, hey, grandson, have some fruit, then wouldn't she have noticed? Or wouldn't she have offered him the berries earlier? And it would only make sense if he wasn't showing up that frequently. But he showed up earlier to clean up her home, so if he's showing up regularly... Although maybe, he said he was hunting and stuff, so maybe he's frequently away for hunts. And only takes care of her when he's in the village.
Yeah. ばあさんは俺と同じ村出身で、アラティル村を知ってる奴は少ない。
Oh, I see.
知ってる奴がいても。
So okay, so I was kind of right. I didn't expect them to be related, I just assumed her Alzheimer's was just making her mistaken. I didn't know if there was actually any actual connection between them, though. Like she's the friend's grandmother. I guess the only connection is just the fact that they both lived in the same village.
そんな村も今はもうない。故郷の話ができる奴は、本当にスレトモロスクのエネルギー問題にも手紙のおかげで気づいた。その後すぐばあさんの体調が悪くなったから、町は寂れ。
Oh, I see. So he doesn't live here. Oh. I thought, like, he kind of mentioned that he doesn't really use his home that often. I just kind of thought it's because he goes out hunting and stuff. And so he's often just away to hunt. But it seems like this isn't even his home. Well, I mean, like, his home village is gone, but, like, it seems like this is not where he, like, normally stays anyway. And he only came here to kind of keep an eye on her every now and then.
それでも、この極寒の地で、あんなに明るくいられる。構わない。スネージナヤにはこんな言い伝えがある。人は、でも、その顔は決まってぼやけている。死神に命を奪う。ばあさんが俺を孫だと勘違いしてる間は、さあ。
Okay, but I'm going to call it here. I've been walking for about an hour, so it's a good time to stop. And I'm not sure how involved that quest is going to be, or how long the cutscene is going to be. It could be a long thing of, like, maybe then we confront the mayor, presumably get onto the train and head think this is the place it keeps trying to take. Oh yes, this is Snezergrad. So maybe up north here, because this track looks thicker. So this does seem like this could be the main line in. So it looks like it'll take the train north, go up into here. But either way, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it for now, but thank you all for watching. I will be back on later today. I believe I'm signed up for a Fork Tower Extreme run. So I'm going to double check to make sure I am. And if I am, then I will be playing that, giving it a shot, trying out, seeing if I do better against the second boss. I keep getting fucked on it. On the knockbacks, just the knockbacks. Well, I mean, I guess if no one's calling it, I'll get screwed on the other mechanics too. But yeah, the knockbacks are what really screw me over. So anyway, I'm going to go and call it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all